Huh? So nice to meet you all. I'm Anderson, Deputy Chief of the Central Government Command. We can dispense with the formalities. Address me however you wish. Like nails on a chalkboard. Anderson will do just fine. I called you in today because I wanted to conduct a little test. Nothing too difficult. You can relax. From here, go straight to the simulation room. There will be someone there to fill you in. That is all.
You called us here just for that?
Anise.
What? I'm just asking.
I simply wanted to meet you in person. No other reason. I believe we're done here. One moment. I suppose I have time to answer one question. Just one.
Commander, this is not the place to be asking such questions.
Marion? Doesn't ring a bell. Oh yes, the other Nikke who fought with you, right? I heard she was destroyed. I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid I have nothing for you. We're conducting an investigation into the operation as we speak. The only thing we are certain of is that the Aegis barriers are impenetrable. Now, if you don't mind, I have other business to attend to. Hey, you. Let's say someone did corrupt one of your Nikkes, maliciously. Let's say they were so powerful that you wouldn't stand a chance against them. Tell me, what would you do? Oh? You'd make them pay, is that it? What could a mere commander like you possibly do? I'd very much like to see how you'd make them pay. Too bad. I'm on a tight schedule. You may leave now. I'm sure we'll meet again. Using Triangle in perilous siege? Just when I thought you couldn't stoop any lower. You're a Deputy Commander-in-Chief. Don't you feel any shame? You know perfectly well how much Marion means to us. We can win. If we figure out what exactly happened to Marion, we can beat the Raptures. How can you be so sure? A gut feeling. I respect your instincts, but this time, you're wrong. Marion is a Nikke serving under the commando unit. You might be a Deputy Commander-in-Chief, but your reach only extends so far. I don't believe you had any ill intentions, so I won't bring any of this up in our next meeting. But this ends here. No. Marion is the key to the future. Even you must realize that. Next time we meet, I won't be so friendly. I can't give up here. I will do everything in my power to open up Marion. You can beat me up, put a gun to my head. Nothing will stop me. Even if you do, my subordinates will come after her. Do you really want me as your enemy? You're the one who's doing this. I'm disappointed in you, Anderson. I thought you would understand what I'm trying to do. Is humanity no longer your top priority? Or is it the former commander in you that doesn't want to see a Nikke treated this way? If you know what's good for you, you won't bring that up again. Sorry. I understand you. I do. I have to figure out another way. Do what you want.
Cecil,
I'm listening.
we have secured Unchained.
About time. I expected someone as skilled as you to be somewhat more expedient. bring it over here. This is Vophouse. I'm sure of it.
Is it enough to take down Nihilister?
That all depends on you. If you can tag her with one shot, then yes. It's enough.
One shot. I almost wasted it all for nothing.
What do you mean?
I ran into a commander from the Ark at the research center. Some greenhorn with 4 Nikkes in tow. Said they were going to use Vophouse to liberate the Nikkes.
So, what did you do?
I left them to the Raptures to help them, shall we say, come to their senses.
Sounds like something you'd do. I wonder what's gotten into that commander's head. If they ever got one good look at the Nikkes here, they'd know what a blessing Nymph can be. Not least of all Dorothy. She is the bane of my existence. She's always up to no good. Worst of all, she has the ear of all the other Nikkes. Have you heard of her latest escapade? She brought outsiders to Eden without so much as a word to me.
Outsiders?
Yes, and not even 1 or 2. 5 in total. I'm willing to bet that one of them is the commander you intended to turn into rapture food. I know what you're thinking. It's a bit too coincidental, don't you think? Let's hold off for now and see how far Dorothy goes with her little antics.
What? Is that true?
Yes, I'm certain of it. One of my childhood friends is part of Heavenly Ascension. They told me personally.
EH must be beside herself right now. So where are they taking it?
To the Outer Rim, most likely.
But how? There's a massive barrier separating the Outer Rim and the Ark. They'd never let anyone with that many weapons pass through.
I heard about it. They'll be using the elevator.
The elevator?
Yes. As you know, there are many elevators in the Ark that lead up to the surface. While there may not be as many of them, there are also elevators that can go from the Outer Rim to the surface, and vice versa. Most of them are no longer operational, but some are still active. First, they plan on taking an elevator from the Outer Rim up to the surface, and then taking another elevator from there down to the Ark.
Would that work?
There are thousands of elevators leading to the Ark. There's no way all of them are well protected.
I don't mean that. The surface is crawling with raptures. Is it even possible for a human to traverse that place?
You know what it's like in the Outer Rim. They never got anything from the Ark, so they had to turn to the surface in order to get by. They may not be able to take down a rapture, but they probably know all sorts of ways to avoid them. For Heavenly Ascension, this isn't even an issue.
So since EH got what she wanted, that must mean she's coming back.
Yes.
We have to stop her.
But why? I think what EH is saying makes sense.
I understand that, but we can't let her do this.
Do you always have to argue like this?
Where is the elevator that EH mentioned?
I'll send you a text, since you're so good at finding your way around. You can put your navigational skills to the test.
You're not coming.
Give me a break. It's clear there's going to be some kind of altercation. What good would it do if I were there? Everyone knows I'm no fighter. Gathering intel is my specialty.
Whatever you say. Send word to Rosanna and Sakura as well.
You got it.
For crying out loud, I told you to aim for the head. I even turned off your inhibitors. Then again, I should have known better than to expect anything from mass production models.
You must have kissed a lot of asses for them to let you come out this far, Deputy Chief.
Well done, Underworld Queen. You followed my orders to the T. You stalled her just long enough for me to arrive.
Huh? What are you talking about? Who gave us orders?
I did. To you. I heard the terrorist leader was on the run, so I ordered you to buy me some time.
Bullshit! We never received any such order!
Moran, he's just saying this to cover his ass later. I assume this entire conversation is being recorded somehow.
We never received any orders from you, Deputy Chief. Why would we ever accept an order from you anyways? Everyone knows you've never had a single Nikke under your command all these years.
What then? Are you saying that you were helping the terrorist escape?
Terrorist? Who are you talking about?
Don't play games with me. I'm talking about that subversive piece of filth lying over there.
How did he know we were here?
Huh. Do you know what this elevator is used for? We often use it to dispose of any subhuman filth and dump them into the Outer Rim. So it was blindingly obvious that this is where I would find you. After all, loathsome flies are naturally attracted to excrement.
Is there a traitor among us? No. Only 5 people knew about this plan. Huh. Viper. We've been bitten by a venomous snake.
I must admit, very well said.
I want to talk to you. Honestly, I do.
Fire.
I feel I must remind you. When you're in our domain, you need our permission to make any kind of move. No exceptions. That includes you, Tobin.
What is this? Are you protecting this terrorist? You're Nikke's. You should be protecting mankind. Now you're siding with a known terrorist, threatening the entire Ark? This is treason!
Stay back, all of you. You mustn't get yourselves involved in this.
Sorry, but we can't do that.
All traitors are to be executed. None will be spared. Contact Ingrid. Ask her to send Extrinsic immediately. Tell her we have some irregulars who have betrayed their benefactors.
Extrinsic. So they finally finished it.
Go ahead, call them, and tell them to make it snappy. I've been dying to meet these Reapers everyone's been talking about.
Rumors are typically grossly exaggerated.
Right. Yes.
You shouldn't have made the mistake of coming here personally, Tobin. I made these explosives myself, so I'm afraid they're not all that powerful. The Nikkes will live, but it'll still be more than enough to kill you and me.
You filthy terrorist.
Back off. I'm going.
Wait, you can't!
We want to live too, Moran. See you in another life. Huh?
I put a lock on the elevator doors. You're not going anywhere.
Okay. Then we'll die together. You coward.
You're the only one getting blown up today. Fire!
Grab Harper! We can't let her take those explosives up to the surface!
First things first. We need to get them to stop shooting!
No, first the bomb! What the? What's happening?
Stop the elevator! I said stop it! How could that lock have come loose? I had it fastened tight! Outer Rim! Send troops to the Outer Rim! Wipe them out!
Jackal.
If they keep their current pace, they'll arrive in 3 days.
We'll have to intercept. Anything about them that we should pay particular attention to?
No. The group consists entirely of older models, and we've only detected 2 colossal raptures in their midst.
Noted. Then let's hurry and finish them off.
When are we planning on leaving?
In 1 hour. Everyone get ready.
Might thou not be somewhat hasty in making this decision? 'Twas but yesterday we were engaged in a formidable skirmish.
To be exact, we've had successive battlefield engagements for 2 weeks straight.
It can't be helped. It's been 2 months since humanity accepted defeat and evacuated to the Ark. The migration was organized in secret, but the Raptors somehow caught on to our plan. Might I remind you all how many times the Raptors have laid siege to the Ark's entrance? 212 times, and that's only based on official reports.
Actually, Commander, it's 221.
Either way, these creatures are trying everything in their power to breach the entrance. That's why we're moving all of our forces towards the Ark entrance. We cannot afford to lose this position. I know moving out so soon seems rash. But if we don't move quickly, it could mean extinction for all of mankind. The other teams are doing everything they can to hold them back, but it's not enough. They need us. The Goddess Squad. The Goddesses of Victory.
I understand. Perchance I was somewhat hasty in my rapprochement.
I'll get ready.
What about Rapunzel and Snow White?
They're off in their own worlds, as usual.
Can you bring them here?
What to do?
What in the world are you doing here?
I'm hitchhiking.
Where to?
Depends on where you're headed.
I'm going to the Ark entrance.
Perfect. Any chance you could give me a lift?
Have you got a ticket? You can't enter the Ark without a winning ticket.
Oh no. I don't want to head inside the Ark. I've just got some business to take care of along that route. I'll get off before you get there, so can you give me a ride?
Sure.
Oh, and also, you don't happen to have any painkillers, do you? The strong stuff they use for Nikkes? Hey, Mr. Nice Guy,
It's Oswald.
Oh, okay. Oswald. Aren't you nervous about picking up hitchhikers at a time like this?
I should ask you the same thing. Shouldn't you be more scared, hitching rides in the middle of an apocalypse?
I'll be fine. You're the one who should be scared. If you're not careful, you could end up picking up someone dangerous.
I'll keep that in mind.
If at any point you feel I'm acting out of sorts, feel free to plug me in. Like if my voice changes or my eyes turn red. That pistol is meant for when we must self-terminate, but you'll be able to operate it as well.
You're starting to scare me.
Just promise me you'll pull the trigger if you have to, or else you'll see something truly scary.
Okay.
Listen up, Suen! A Nikke without a nymph is a loose cannon. The moment Nikkes are given free will and take up arms, how can you guarantee they won't be aiming their weapons at the Ark's citizens instead of the Raptures? We cannot stand by any longer and allow you to continue endangering the lives of Ark citizens. we demand that the nymph be placed back into all members of Matisse. For this we cry, control the Nikkes!
Control! Control! Control!
No free will for the Nikkes!
No free will! No free will! No free will!
Suen, come out and explain yourself!
Explain! Explain! Explain!
Return safety to the people!
Safety! Safety! Safety!
Nymph for Matisse! Nymph for Nikkes!
Nymph! Nymph! Nymph!